chicken.
Greetings, warriors. My name's Pretty, and welcome back to another Resplendent review. I don't really have too much to say beforehand. I'm late, I know that. Sorry. Life happens. But I'm here. I'm here to talk about our latest Resplendent, who is...
If you come to Muspell with me, we can play together!
Yeah, it's Faye. It's our little chicken. It's our little chicken friend. And she's Muspell. Right? She's Muspell? I'm not being dumb, right? She's not. I'm blind. Okay. She's Muspell. I don't... Okay. I'm trying not to put my own personal opinion in right here, but I got some words. Let's just talk about her design first and seeing how well it fits into the aesthetic of Muspell. So, for the color palette, she fits extremely well. She's got the blacks, the reds, gold, very much flame motif. So, good on you, Faye. Good on you. Other things, so she doesn't really have any headdress, but that's fine. Her original design did not have that. She does have a cape. I wish it was a bit longer of a cape, but since she's a child, you know, I mean, I know she's a dragon lolly, but like, you know, she has the body of a child, so it's okay. She does have the black feathers. I really like in this, in her design, that the black feathers have red tips to them. I think that really distinguishes it from like Mmmm feathers, because Mmmm feathers are just black too. So like having this red ombre on them really like highlights that she's it's a tiny thing. It's a very tiny thing, guys. Other things that she fits into, she's got the flame gradient in her cape. She's got it in her dress. It looks like everything else, not really. A lot of things with like the Muspell designs is like an asymmetrical design, but all she has is her bag. Like, if we were to take off that bag, her design would be perfectly symmetrical. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, in the trend of Muspell designs, they don't like symmetry. She doesn't really have any armor, because, I mean, she's a dragon, and she's infantry. So, you know, there's a little bit of a pass there, sort of, kind of. I mean, the sisters have armor. And they're... Never mind, let's not think about those right now. Oh, okay. She's wearing a dress, and that isn't really indicative to the Muspell fashion, but again, that's her original design, so I can't really fault her too much for it, except for not going harder into actually being a Muspell design. And like... I just don't have strong words to say here. I think... like, visually, it looks great. Like, I think it's cohesive. There's not any parts of it that really, like, stand out as, like, ooh, why did they do that? It's more of just, she doesn't go hard enough into fitting what Muspell's design is. And I think the key aspect that she's really, really missing is that asymmetrical design. And because the thing is, Mmmm and Muspell's designs are kind of similar. They have the similar color palette, and there are just very few key differences that make them, you know, unique. And I feel like Faye didn't lean in hard enough on that. So I'm going to give her a 6 because she does have qualities of a Muspell Resplendent, but she's also lacking quite a few of them. Now, let's talk about how well she fits thematically into Muspell. Currently, the theming for Muspell tends to be revenge or receiving a great power, kind of like a lot more of the darker side of things, if that makes sense. And let's just read Faye's biography for a moment, shall we? And judge her and see if she fits. Despite being several hundred years old already, Faye is in practice little more than a young child. Having spent most of her life locked indoors in Arcadia, she loves playing in and exploring the outside world and takes interest in almost everything she sees. She has a particular interest in things she finds pretty, such as Eflin's hair and butterflies. She has trouble listening to orders given to her, finding them to be no fun, no matter how important they are. When stories are read to her as Mmmm did, she tends to fall asleep once they're finished. Faye has trouble understanding certain ideas, such as her destiny to live for near eternity. However, she fully understands the concept of death and is distraught at Sophia's suggestion that she would one day die while Faye continues to live. For this reason, many of the people who interact with her deliberately avoid explaining the deaths of others to her, such as Irene telling her about her deceased daughter, whom Faye used to be friends with. Upon hearing John's story of the scurrying at Dragon Sanctuary, she was upset by the idea that she would one day be an enemy to humans. Let me just say, one, that took forever to find, like, her personality. Just, like, a good written part of her personality instead of the role she played in her game. And fitting into Muspell, I don't. To me, she seems a lot more of a light fairy design than a Muspell design. She acts childlike, she has childlike wonder, childlike innocence, she was sheltered, like, you know, she has that innocence that... And with Muspell, like, majority of the Muspell characters tend to be more burdened with things. They tend to be burdened with their revenge, they tend to be burdened with their power. And Faye doesn't, I mean, I guess she has the burden of outliving people, but that doesn't, I don't know. If I had to pick a different realm for her to be in, I feel like Niffle or the Light Fairies would be significantly better for her because she fits into that innocence, that desire for people around her, and like the only thing I can say about like Faye actually fitting into this is she has great power, but she was born with it as a dragon. So I don't really know what to say here. This is my personal analysis, so you are welcome to disagree with me, but I'm giving her like a 2. And those 2 points are because she has a dragon. She has a great power because she's a dragon. That's all I'm giving her. Let's be honest. I mean, and I haven't played our game, so I could be wrong. So if I am wrong, please let me know in the comments down below. Please, I beg of you. And now we are at my personal opinions, disregarding any fact on fitting into Muspell and yada yada yada. I really do like this art. I think the art is a significant upgrade from her base art. I will be using it because I do not like the artist behind Faye's original art. I have my reasons, and I'm sure other people do as well. So I think the art is a significant upgrade. Design-wise, I'm not the biggest fan of how it turned out. I feel like Faye, in all of her forms of Faye, tends to lean more towards pastel colors. And I think that fits really, really well with her hair, her eyes, her personality. So seeing her in such dark attire is hard for me to get on board for. I feel like also her special art doesn't go hard enough. I like that they included her wings. Fabulous. But she doesn't really show any of like the ferocity of like a dragon. Like, hate to bring her in here, but Noe. Like when Noe's special art procs, you can feel the power of the dragon. And with Faye, she just has wings and is a chicken. And, you know, I'm not going to talk about the injured art, it's fine. The posing overall of all of her stuff, it seems really nice. It really fits well with her personality, her cute, childish side. I'm just not wowed by this, but I'm not unwowed. I'm very neutral. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. I'm neutral about FEH's art. Which is a step up from disliking it, which is what her first art. I will definitely be using it. I will definitely appreciate these stat upgrades because I do have a plus 10 FEH that is just sitting and doing nothing. So I'd love to just do something with her. As for where I'm going to put her, so she is definitely better than base because I do not like the original art style of FEH. Not at all. My apologies if you do, and you are happy. I'm happy that you like it. I just don't. So she's definitely better than base, but is she only slightly better than base or in the higher echelons? I feel like, you know what? Yeah, I think she's going to take the new bottom of slightly better than base. I think Ephraim's is better than hers, you know, not taking into account like the art style as well. Because like if I was just talking purely about art style, it would be like better than base. But if I'm also factoring in how much I like the design, I definitely think it's slightly better than base because I'm not the biggest fan of the design that they went with. I definitely think she would have been adorable in like niffle attire. I think that would have matched her so well and really leaned into the pastel side of her, but no, we got Muspell. Sure, we got Muspell. So yeah, slightly better than base. A little disappointed with the past couple of Resplendents. They haven't really brought the power. We're like more than halfway through this year, and Olivia still doesn't have a Resplendent. And that hurts. I've said this many times before, but I'm solidifying it in this video. If Olivia does not get a Resplendent art by the end of this year, I am drawing one. I'm doing like the full kit. I'm doing the base art, the attack art, the special art, and like the damage art. I will go all in. Maybe I'll even stream it. I don't know. But she deserves a Resplendent. Please, Intelligent Systems, I am begging you. Anyways, what do you guys think of FEH? What do you think of the past couple of Resplendents? And who are you looking forward to in terms of Resplendents for the end of the year? Because we're more than halfway. Oh god, we're like, it's September. We got October, November, and December left. So 4 months. 4 months of the year. Oh my god. Where did the time go? And actually I do have stuff to say now that I'm actually thinking about it. In my last video I said I was just about at 2,000. We hit 2,000 and I am so incredibly honored and floored that so many of you guys are here and like my content enough to subscribe. It really warms my heart and I am so incredibly thankful for all of you, and I hope that I can put a smile on your face with my silly little content and my silly little model and, you know, everything. I want to let you know I appreciate you, and I hope that you are doing okay. With that all said, thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. Keep fighting your battles, and I will see you next time. Toodaloo!